so today I will be using this really nice Mario fabric that I bought from Joann's a couple weeks ago. Haven't had a chance to do anything with it yet, but my son has been wanting me to make him a pair of bed pants because unfortunately he only wears Mario bed pants. He loves, or bed clothes in general. He loves Mario and it's like his favorite. It's been his favorite since as early as I can remember. I want to say like age 2 or 3, he's always been a huge Mario fan. So I'm going to use the same method that I used to make his brother's little lounge pants to cut out this fleece. And also I'm going to be making a matching neck pillow. So stay tuned and watch. Okay, so I've already used a pair of his bed pants in order to make the template or the pattern for the bed pants, and I've already cut those out. If you want to see information on how to do that, check out my other video on how to make the bed pants or the lounge pants that I made for his brother. And I'm just going to take this little pillow. It's a neck pillow that you use like when you're on the plane or if you're traveling for long periods of time. We are going to be going to Hawaii in almost a week. We leave this weekend. Anyway, so I think that he would appreciate having like a little neck pillow for the plane ride. So I just took a sheet of paper that I have taped together. And I'm just going to kind of trace this just to get like the shape. And I've already done that. And it's got like a little, hopefully you can see it, like a little toilet bowl type shape. I'm just going to clean up these lines a little bit, cut it out, and then place it on here, giving myself like a seam allowance. And this one doesn't have a closure. Some of them do. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make it have a closure. If not, I could just really stuff it as thick as possible with the fluff. That way it'll keep its form, its shape rather. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide now if I'm going to make a closure or not. This one doesn't have one, but this one has like that memory foam. As you can see when you press it, it takes a while to come back up. But at least I have the shape now. And this one he's used before, so I know it'll fit him. And so I'm going to cut that out right now. All right, here's the pattern all cut out. What I'll probably do is, so I can preserve some of the extra fabric that we're going to have left, is probably put this in the corner, like right here, giving myself just a little bit of seam allowance. I might take a marker and draw it just because it might be easier to cut it out since this is kind of a odd shape as opposed to just like a square. But I was hoping that maybe I can make 2 out of this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to because this is the only fabric I have left after making the pants, which I haven't made yet, but as far as cutting them. I have a couple scraps right here, but for the most part, this is like the biggest chunk that I have right now. So, and I did have enough fabric. I think this was 2 yards, I think it was, and I ended up, or 1.5 yards, I can't remember, but I ended up having enough for his brother a pair and then for him a pair, and then just this little bit that's left over for, well, this is a nice size square. Trying to see how I can make this work here. I might, you know what, I might just do that, and then I'll have 1 square left. So I'm going to cut this out and get to the sewing machine, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I wanted to show you a quick method really quickly on my updated bed pants or updated pants type thing. I've already sewed the 2 wide pieces together. This will be where you see a foot right here because he's going to sleep. Sorry about that. But anyway, this will be the front and the back panels, and then I would fold them flat and then make the pants. So this has not been sewn, but these 2 have been sewn. But what I've kind of learned in this process is it's probably easier just to go on and hem up the pants. So I kind of used a pair of his pants that he has already that he sleeps in. And these are just a smidget too short. So I'm going to just kind of make them a little bit longer than this. Of course, I have like way extra excess fabric, but that's okay because it might be something that we can let out later on and let it grow with him. So what I'm going to do is just kind of fold it over, pin it down so I can know where to sew it. And then I could do the same on the other side so it could be even. And I'll go on and sew these down now before I do the pants legs so it could already be done and I don't have to rotate it around the sewing machine to do it. And then it'll probably have a better chance of it being even. Because last time I did it, rotating it around the sewing machine, if you just move just a smidget, it throws the whole balance off. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the top, for the elastic band. I'm just going to go on and fold that over. You see crayons on the floor because he knocked all those crayons out. But anyway, and now he's falling asleep. But I am going to fold this over and just go on and have it sewn down and leave like a small opening down here for the elastic to go through. So I'm going to do that and then sew the pants, and it's super quick. It's actually quicker than my last method and it's easier. So I'm going to do that really quickly and then I'll be right back. so we're ready to do the neck pillow. So I have both of my pieces, the good side together, which it really doesn't matter with this type of fabric, but there's like a little bit of lightness here versus the deeper color here. So we got those two together. My plan is just to sew around in the circle, leave like a little opening, probably about right here, because I feel like it'll be easier to stuff it here and bring it around and then sew it straight here. Because last time I've done, well, another time I've done a project like this, I sewed it at the middle. I left this opening at the middle and it was just so hard to like sew it back down. So I want to get a nice area that won't be as tense, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna leave this part open so I can stuff it. I'm probably gonna use some old felt scraps and a combination of fluff just to make it thick but still have a softness to it. I did decide I was going to go in and make a closure, so I just made like an oval tab type thing. I'm going to put a button on it, and then I have some elastic that will hopefully, if this works out good, it'll kind of wrap around it like this so it can kind of close it and have it be wrapped around the neck. So I have this. I need to place this at some point inside of the pillow so that when I sew it all together, it'll be on the other side. So I'm going to pin this down and then pin the elastic on the other side, and I'm going to sew it, and I'll be right back. I have everything pinned together. I have my elastic pinned on the inside, and I have my little tab pinned on the inside. When you sew things like this, especially if you need to have an opening, I recommend that you start close to where you want to stop, so it could be one continuous stitch going all around the pillow, and then you could just stop a little bit short of it, and then that'll be the area that you just need to hand stitch in. So let's get started. Okay, I have everything sewn together. I double stitched a couple times over here just to make sure that this was strong, and I did the same thing over here for the pull. So I'm going to take that opening that we left for the stuff and just turn it inside out, and I hope it comes out okay. I have no idea what it looks like, to be honest with you, but so far so good. It's kind of cute. It's a little bit skinnier than what I would have hoped for, but and I have like this little thingy to help turn your corners, but I don't know where it's at right now. And it's probably the best idea before you turn it inside out is just make sure you stitch everything down, because sometimes when you're stitching two fabrics together, they if it shifts or whatever. So here is our final thing before the stuffing. So I think it came across really good. Of course, the only difference is this one has sides. This one's not going to have sides, but I'm going to try my hardest to stuff it as much as possible so that it could just be very, very full. But I mean, it definitely has the shape, and then all I got to do is put the button on it, and then we'll be good to go. So yay. So let me go get the stuff, and I'll be right back. The stuffing, rather, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are done. So happy with the way this project came out. The closure worked out very well. I have it with the elastic and the button, so you could just put it together and it'll stay around whoever's wearing its neck, in this case my son. I reinforced the button as much as I could just to make sure it won't pop off, so hopefully he'll be careful with it. But I stuffed it with polyfill. I couldn't find my felt pieces, but I feel like the polyfill gave it a very stiff you know, around or whatever. So I would just recommend if you stuff it with polyfill after you close it up, just kind of squish it around so you can make sure that everything is together. And here are the bed pants. They're about a size 12. They're for my 11-year-old. So they're pretty big, very roomy, very soft. The fabric is thick, so I wouldn't recommend wearing these in hot places. But we live in Alaska, so you know, it came out perfect for our crazy weather. By the way, it still snows here, and it's March 10th, which is also National Mario Day. So don't forget to celebrate today. Woohoo! And these are his brother's pants, matching pants, about a size 18 to 2T, I would say at this point. And here is some more fabric that I have that I plan on making some more pants. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.